Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 3 of the Hangar Talk podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about the F-4U Corsair. Now, the F-4U Corsair is one of my favorite airplanes. It was used by the United States Navy during Navy and Marine Corps during World War II and the Korean War. Its engine type is a Pratt & Whitney R2800 double wasp engine, the same as the F-8F Bearcat, and as well as the P-47 Thunderbolt, which we covered last week on the Hangar Talk podcast. You guys can go check out that episode, or watch the episode. It'll be in there. It has a 41-foot wingspan. It was introduced on December 28th, 1942. Its designer was Rex Beasel. Its first flight was May 29th, 1940. It was retired in 1953. The top speed of it is 446 miles per hour. Its primary users were the United States Navy, the United States Marine Corps, the Royal Navy, and the Royal New Zealand Air Force. It was produced from 1942 to 1953. 12,571 Corsairs were built, and other variants of the F-4U Corsair. So the Corsair was manufactured by Chance Vought and was built by Goodyear, and then they built another one, or they built another model design, which is the F-2G Corsair, which had some mechanical problems early on during landings and or like carrier landings. If you gave it too much power, it'll spin on its axis and it'll crash. So that gave it the nickname that Navy pilots call today the Ensign Eliminator. It was nicknamed by this because Navy pilots, it had a tendency to due to its tendency to kill inexperienced naval aviators. The Navy refused to clear the Corsair for carrier operations until late 1944. Now, more than seven years after the project began. So it was interesting to. This is actually in the movie Devotion. The Corsairs and the Bearcats were featured in that movie. It is talked about in one of the scenes in the movie Devotion. Great movie. I recommend you guys go check it out and buy it on iTunes. It is very worth it, and it's a wonderful movie. And also, it's a great book by Adam Makos. Devotion with the same name. So it's a really great movie about the Korean War and the first black naval aviator who flew the F-4U Corsair. And yeah, the Corsair had many nicknames, as we talked about, as the Widowmaker and the Ensign Eliminator. The reason for this was mechanical problems. The early F-4U ones had difficulty recovering from spins. This happened if you pulled the power too fast. Also found the Corsair's left wing could stall and drop without warning. This happened during slower carrier landings where the aircraft was coming in with its hook down and pilots giving it like the thin. And then another decision, because pilots had trouble seeing out the window, unlike the Bearcat. The pilots actually, the Royal Air Force actually raised the seat up 7 inches, giving the pilot a clearer view to see like things incoming. So, and this actually replaced close air support missions. It was supposed to be the F-8F Bearcat, but they chose the Corsair for better mission support during the Korean War. So that's all for the Corsair episode. We hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you again to all of you all for watching, and we will see you guys next week here on episode 4 of the Aviation Avenue of the Hangar Talk podcast. See you guys next week, everyone.